If you decide you don't want to lock in at the beginning, you're going to be basically stuck with wherever rates are when you're ready to close. And so that, I don't really recommend doing that. I would try to close, get your rate locked in before you start the process. That way you got an idea of what, you don't have any surprises at the end after you've had home inspections and paid for appraisals and that kind of stuff. And then, interest rates change constantly. So, you could have a quarter, half point jump in a day, and it just happens to be the wrong day, and you end up with a higher interest rate. So anyway, I would say, like I said, I would go ahead and lock and get it going before you start the process. So at any rate, that's number 4. Number 5 is, how long does it take to process my mortgage? It can take, different banks have different processes, and different loan types take different amounts of time. So keep that in mind, that you want to ask is how long this is going to take, so you can make sure you have everything timed out. It's not such as important when you're refinancing, but when you're trying to purchase a home, it kind of makes a difference. With us, it's usually 2 to 3 weeks. Now, if you're going to do some sort of a rehab loan, that's a little more involved, and it's probably going to take longer than that. So you just want to keep that in mind. And also, one thing you want to ask for is, do the lenders that you're dealing with have local processing, underwriting, and funding capabilities? At the bank I'm at, we do everything locally. So, and what that means is we can get things done fast if we're in a pinch. So that's a good question to ask when you're interviewing mortgage people. Number 6, are you VA automatic or FHA direct? What that means is that the lender has gone through all the educational requirements that the government requires for you to be approved on these loans, and you can approve or disapprove loans in-house. So what that means also is the process is faster. You don't have to send the package off to some southeastern regional facility in Atlanta, and then might be 1,000 mortgage applications went in a day, and so we can approve it right here in-house, and it's just a much faster process. So it's a good thing to ask. Number 7, are there any prepayment penalties? That's a fee if you're going to pay the loan off early. And what you get in return for that is a lower interest rate. So you can, if you think you're going to keep your loan for a long time, having a prepayment penalty is not a big deal. So you might get a quarter or a half point lower interest rate. But if you pay the loan off in the first 3 years, you're going to be charged a penalty. So it really depends on what your goals are. So you want to ask the question about, is there a prepayment penalty, and if so, what are the terms of it? And that way you can make sure you're getting a mortgage that best fits your needs. At any rate, that's it. That's 7 questions you need to ask when you're speaking to your mortgage person. So I certainly encourage any comments or questions, and I thank you for your time. Have a great day.